Coffee for me, and then straight out to the shed and get this last bit of glassing done. Feels momentous because it means that we're at that last stage of the project before painting and fit out. Fantastic. Amanda's almost ready, and we're going to get out there and get this last bit of glassing done. So super excited about that. Coffee, then fiberglass.
Hello boat lovers, welcome aboard. I'm Steve and I'm single-handedly building Dragonfly. She's a 53 foot or 16.2 metre flat bottom wooden riverboat. She includes twin outboards, aft cabin, galley, a saloon, wheelhouse, separate head and shower, and a centerline queen double up front. She's specifically designed for the sheltered and inland waters of the River Murray here in South Australia. Join us each week to watch the mayhem and madness of one man and his rescue dog building a massive 53 foot flat bottom wooden riverboat.
Fair to say that Amanda and I went out to dinner last night to a friend's place, and we got spoilt rotten with an amazing meal. But of course, with the meal came a couple of bottles of wine between four of us. That's right, Maple, that's right. And my friend has his own little vineyard, so we had to sample, of course, some of his lovely wine, which was great. But I'm not as sprightly as I should be this morning because of that. So this coffee is well needed. I'm going to have this, as I said before, and then we are heading out to the shed to get that last bit of fiberglassing done. Oh yeah. Maple's whinging in the background in the mornings. She sleeps in for a bit, but then she likes a ball throw or something. And if she doesn't get the ball throw or an early morning walk, we get these whining sounds that you can hear in the background. Like a child when you tell them they can't have a toy or something. Alright, we'll get some of this laid out. Alrighty, so I've blown out those roller trays, got them nice and clean, and I'm using the peel ply from yesterday that I've got rolled out here. I'm going to try wetting out the thick strip that goes along the bottom. I'm going to try and wet that out before I put it in place, because it's an awkward spot to work and it's pretty hard to work the epoxy into that. And so I was watching some guys on another channel who wet out their fiberglass sheet first before they lay it in place. So we'll still wet the timber out and everything beforehand, but then I'm going to roll this long strip out on top of this used peel ply, just get it nice and wet through, and then roll it onto the side of the boat, which just should make it a lot easier for squeegeeing it out, etc. We'll see how that goes. Alrighty, almost ready to get started. Good morning, boat lovers. Back in the shed bright and early this morning after all that amazing fiberglass work. It is cold and windy outside today, so why not be in the shed doing some more boat work? Glassing the hull, finished. Fantastic, momentous achievement. So this morning I'm going to check out my last main fiberglassing job, which is the shower alcove, to see if I can get some of that done. I don't know if I've got enough fiberglass cloth here, but I'm going to check that out. Worst case scenario, I can at least get some filleting done in the corners of that space, and some extra fiberglass tape in there, etc., getting it ready for the cloth. So that's what I'm about to do this morning. Head into the shower alcove, check it out, refresh my memory because I haven't been working in that part of the boat for a long time, and then just see what cloth I've got left, see if I've got enough to make a start on there. And that will be enough for today, considering over the last 4 days or so, as you know, Amanda and I have gone crazy doing the sides of this hull, and I can't believe we got so much done. That was a really long run. Going along the back there was 9.5 meters, and to do that in one run was quite amazing, but we got it done, as you know. So onward and upward. I'm heading for the shower. Now I haven't even got the ladder on this side of the boat. To whiz around to the other side, to the old starboard side, and I think there's a ladder around here. Here we go. And of course, before I do that, I've got to get the peel ply off because can't leave it on there for more than a day or two. It can actually get quite stuck as the epoxy continues to harden. So we only finished this, as you know, yesterday. So this morning's the perfect time to take that off. So I'll rip this peel ply off and then into the shower alcove to see what I can do in there. It is so satisfying peeling this stuff off. It just leaves a beautiful smooth surface behind it. Saves so much sanding. The peel ply takes out any ripples, any runs or drips, anything like that. It's really worth spending the extra money to use the peel ply. This one, actually, this peel ply is the thinner and wider peel ply, different to the one I used for the other parts of the boat. And it's actually cheaper. So this is 1500 wide as opposed to a metre wide. And it is really smooth and light, kind of like a really fine silk material. Much easier to use, and I think does a better job. So I wish I'd known about this one at the start. I noticed that Matt and Ivka from Building a Boat by the River in Tasmania, I can see they're using this same peel ply as well, and it looks like they're having great success with that. So, awesome. I'll keep these as drop sheets for when I paint. I did discover that occasionally when you get a wrinkle in the peel ply in a big area where you can't get the wrinkle out, if you just get your box cutter or Stanley knife, you can just run a little cut down where the bubble is and push it together and the wrinkles disappear. Really simple. All right, got the peel ply off, and now I can go and have a refresh my memory as to what's going on in the shower alcove. Before I do that, for a bit of fun, I'm going to walk on the catwalk all the way around the boat. Here we go. Oh yeah, fiberglassing done. Amazing. Quite easy to walk around here even without any handrails or anything. I think we're going to add rails, but not 100% necessary. Right up to the pointy end. Don't fall off, Steve. Looking amazing. Wow. And before I go down into the shower alcove, I'm going to do a run through the back of the boat as well. Here we go. What's the point of having a boat if you can't walk through it? past my sliding door, of course. There we go. All right, that was probably pretty dark, but I had fun walking through there. Alrighty, now let's check out this shower alcove and find out where I'm at with that. Got to get some varnish on this very soon because it's all sanded, ready to go. I don't want that fading off or anything. Right. Of course, that's where the head or the toilet will be. That room's all done. And I know it's a bit dark in here. I've got no lights on yet. Alrighty, so the first thing I need to do is get some decent fillets in these corners and get some glass tape over those as well. Even though the fiberglass for the walls will wrap around those corners as well, I might as well put some tape on there, and that way they'll be doubly strong, and the same down at the floor level. So I guess the next thing for me is really to just see how much fiberglass cloth I've got. I was only at the suppliers yesterday, which is nearly an hour's drive away, and I didn't even think to measure up and get cloth for that. Oh well, let's go see what we've got. Hopefully I've got some remnants that I can make up for that. Definitely need more than that. Don't know if I've actually got any more. That might be the last of it. Right. Looks like it's time to buy some more fiberglass. All right, guys. I really am not thinking straight over the last couple of days because I've been down to the trade centre to get my epoxy and some other things, and I was there yesterday and I didn't even think to measure up for glass and extra peel ply. It takes me about an hour to drive down there. It's a long way from here, and I don't have any fiberglass left, not enough to do the shower, and I don't have any peel ply left, so I'm going to have to go down and get some more from there. But before I do that, I think I'm going to varnish those cabin doors and the little hatch cover. The Gold Spar International Satin, that's what I use. It works really well, and you can use that in pretty cold weather as well. So I think I will get a coat of varnish on there before I go down and get my supplies, and then that will probably be it for today. My head hasn't been as clear as it should be, focusing on all this fiberglassing, and I can't believe I went down to the supply place to get some extra hardener because I was running short of that, and then 2 days later I went down to get some more resin. Obviously I should have got them both at the same time, and that was only yesterday, and of course today I need to go back again to get more fiberglass cloth and some more peel ply. So nothing else I need from there, so hopefully this will be my last trip down there for a while. But I guess I've just been focusing on doing all this glassing, and usually I try and do those things all at once, of course, to save time, but I guess my head just hasn't been in the right place. Not to worry, after getting all that glassing done, nothing is going to upset me too much. Alrighty, so I think I'll get into varnishing what I can, and then while the varnishing is drying, it's a good time to get out of the shed anyway, because that varnish, it really smells strong, and you don't really want to be around it while it's drying. It actually smells stronger as it goes off, so it's probably a good day, get some varnishing done, call it quits in the shed, and then head down and get myself some more supplies. Alrighty, I bought myself a paint strainer, you know, the cloth paint strainers, so because I haven't used this Gold Spar varnish for a little while. It's probably thickened up a little bit. That's this one here that you saw me using before. So as I say, I've got a paint strainer to strain that through into this bucket, get any lumps out. I've got some thinners if I need to, just to thin it down a little bit, and we'll get our first coat of varnish on the cabin doors, the hatch cover, and some of the architraves. Alrighty, let's get into it. Alrighty, haven't used one of these strainers before, so first time for everything. We'll see how we go. Packet of 3. Alrighty, that's the first coat. I leave that to soak right in and dry. Then I give it a sand, a very light sand, fill in any nail heads and things.
and then go on with a couple more coats. The Gold Spar is a really interesting varnish. When you first put it on, it looks really bad. It's sort of streaky, and you see the lines from the brush, but as it dries, it pulls really smooth. And they told me about that when I was first using it, and I started putting it on, and I thought, this is not looking good. But the next day I came out and it looked fantastic. So it's a really unusual product, but I've had a lot of success with it. I really like it. I'm thinking I should probably mask along the white here, just so I don't get any varnish on that as I work my way around. Alright boat lovers, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to end this video here. It's been a massive week, as you guys know, and we've got so much done. It's just fantastic. Blowing a gale here, as you've seen by the video. Sorry about all that background noise, but it is just going crazy. The shed's been rattling around and the wind's been all over the place. But as I say, thanks so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I see there's been a lot of new subscribers in the last week, and I really appreciate that. It's fantastic. It really motivates me to keep going with these videos. I'm only doing it for a bit of fun, but it is awesome to see how many people around the world are watching. Send me your comments as usual. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Boat safely, take care, look after yourselves, and Maple and Amanda and I will see you guys back in the boat shed next week. See you then.